Have you ever craved a cool, frosty drink on a hot summer day? No? Well, I have, and let me tell you, they're refreshing. And let me tell you something else, how to make your own refreshing beverage out of your favorite object, a wet diaper. Roll the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jesse. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a YouTube channel where I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm always trying to improve this channel, but I know that one of my weaknesses is consistency. You know, they say a video that's posted is better than not posting anything at all. So from henceforth, this is the promise I make to you. I promise lower quality. Mediocrity. I promise a constant barrage of low-quality content, daily, hourly, as much as humanly possible. Content so derivative and mindless that you might even think it was created by an AI bot. This is my promise to you, and I need you to hold me to it. If I create a piece of content that even hints of any sort of quality, I need you to speak up and to let me know. I really think we can do this together. Thank you. So, back to the point. You came here for diapers. So in the summer, my friend Chris approached me with some creative ideas he had. One of them stood out. It involved me dressing up as Death, and I said, let's do it. It's a photo series. I'm a filmmaker mainly, but I started out in photography. And I love how expressing ideas through photography is so much different than film. A lot of times when I'm doing a creative project like this or talking to people about it, people ask, why are you doing this? Who's the client? Who's it for? Which is something maybe I'll talk to you about after this, because you came for diapers. You came for diapers. Let's talk about this later. In one of the photos, Chris wanted some slushies, you know, like the classic slushie you would get from 7-Eleven, big, giant, twice the size of your stomach. I know we could have probably gotten away with just a colored liquid that we photoshopped some texture to, but as soon as I saw those slushies, I thought there's a way to make it look real and make it look legit, so I dove into those. I know that my daughter has a jar of gel beads from the dollar store. There's stuff you put flowers in and centerpieces. I thought maybe we could crush those up, but we would be stuck with certain colors, and it would probably cost about $50 to fill one of these giant drink cups. I quickly realized that I have a way better resource, the food stylists I've worked with on big commercials. So I called Bernadette, who's a food stylist I've worked with on a bunch of things, and started chatting with her about ideas. Generally on set they use something called ice powder, which you need to buy from a special effects film store or whatever. I didn't even look into it. She also suggested something called Soil Moist, which is something to help not have to water potted plants as much. And then she texted me a YouTube video, and as soon as I saw that, I knew that was it. As a father with 4 kids and having experienced diapers exploding in the washing machine before, I knew this could work. I also knew there had to be diapers lying around, and sure enough, my mom had a 5-year-old stash from our youngest at her place. And this is the process. So I talked a little bit about people asking me why I do projects like this. And for me, it just comes down to practice. This YouTube channel itself is a creative project for me to play around with editing to get faster and get better. I'm always looking for excuses to get better. A project doesn't need a client. You don't need an excuse to be creative. For me, it's a great part of practice. Learning the trade better, building a better workflow, becoming clearer in your creative thinking. And the other big thing I'm very cautious about is not letting clients drive my portfolio. It's something I've actively been trying to steer, because as soon as you get busy with work, your portfolio starts to be filled with client work that you didn't really have a full say. It's not a clear representation of your creative self. So I'm always looking for creative ideas to see what comes out, to see what happens when it's just my brain or me and a creative partner's. It lets you steer your portfolio in a way that better represents what you're inherently best at. Like I've preached in the past, you can only really truly find your creative voice by stopping looking around at what other people are doing, what techniques they're using, what cameras they're using, whatever, all of that stuff. You need to stop doing that and spend the time coming up with your own ideas and developing a creative vision for something. And then once you have that, then start looking around for the techniques, the people, the tools to help bring that vision to life, even if it involves a wet 5-year-old diaper. Thank you.